Hi guys. Yesterday I talked about um, receiving a delivery of soft drinks from a local company called the Tapping Tapir, and I thought that I would share with you guys what the box looks like so that you can get some ideas for making offerings. I've always loved making offerings. I really like making what I think are pretty offerings. I like trying to be as creative as possible, but I'm not the most creative person. So I try and offer things that I'm attracted to, things that I'm attached to, and I always try and offer the best that I can afford. And all of this was taught to us by Rinpoche. So Rinpoche really loved making offerings, and Rinpoche was incredibly creative with Rinpoche's altar and with the offerings that Rinpoche made. So all of us here are trying to do the best imitation that we can. Alright, I will show you guys now what the box looks like. Remember, just because it's the movement control order and just because we're not allowed to go outside, it does not mean that offerings are cancelled, alright? Offerings are not cancelled. So you can still make offerings from the comfort of your own home. You can order things in. If you can't afford to order things in, then spend your time doing more water offerings. Water's relatively cheap, if not free, alright? Without further ado, I will show you guys the box now. Okay, so the Tapping Tapir tropical sodas arrived in a box like this. It was completely wrapped on the outside with very, very thick bubble wrap, but that was removed, disinfected, and then removed at the main guardhouse, and then the packaging was disinfected as well. So why I like this soda is because no preservatives, no artificial coloring, and made with real juice. Again, I mean, obviously it'd be healthier for me to drink water, but like I said, I'm not drinking this, I'm offering it, so I can offer things that look nice. Okay, so the inside of the box looks like this. By the way, it took 2 days for them to deliver this from the day I ordered, so it was really fast. And they've got local flavors here. Apple and vanilla here. Grapefruit and chamomile, guava and lemongrass, hibiscus and lime, marigold. This is another one of their lines, the Grand Hornbill. Pineapple and calamansi lime, orange and jasmine, lemonade and lingquas. I don't actually know what lingquas is. Isn't it a turnip? Osmanthus black? I think it's a kind of flower, maybe? Rose green with a hint of lime. That sounds nice. Rhino ale, ginger ale, my favorite. I love ginger ale. And what's this one? Oh, let's see. Borneo cream, so cream soda, a local cream soda using Borneo vanilla. So as you can see, like I said, packaging is beautiful, and I'm really going to enjoy offering this on my altar because it looks nice. I've tried it before. I've actually drunk some of these flavors before and it tastes nice. Let's see. Nutritional value. Okay, so it's got sparkling water, cane sugar, grapefruit, chamomile, cardamom. I don't think that's his cardamom, this is cardamom. Anyway, and citric acid, I guess as a preserver. Alright, so... oh, that's cute. Chamomile looks like a cute little daisy that actually smells like freshly cut apples. That's cute. So yeah, I will be offering this on my altar. I think it beats offering, you know, cans of Coke or 100 plus all the time. These are a bit more pretty, a bit more creative, and I will be enjoying offering these. Alright, so I'll see you guys later. Goodbye! Hey guys, so since we are talking about offerings, I thought that I would answer a question that I said I was going to answer at the very beginning. I think this was back when I filmed the Go Basic video, saying that and showing some of the items that I have offered on my altar. When I showed you guys the drink that I had received from Rinpoche, which I offered on my altar. So I had told you guys that I would answer a question about making offerings, and I'm basically sharing something that Rinpoche had taught us back when we were in Los Angeles. So we were living in the States. Rinpoche had Rinpoche's altar there, and then every 2 or 3 days we would go to either Whole Foods or World Market or Walmart, and we would buy jars and jars of pickles because they've got really, really beautiful, like sort of bohemian style type pickling packages. So Rinpoche would buy lots and lots of pickles and herbs with an H, vegetables, spices, different things like that in very nice packaging, and then offer those. So Rinpoche was talking to us about the importance of making offerings and how offerings generates merit, and the qualities of offerings, what qualities offerings should have. Which reminds me, I'm actually in the middle of a making offering series, which I should actually finish. Okay, but anyway, so what Rinpoche shared with us was the qualities of making offerings and how offerings that we make should be the best that we can afford, and you know, that they shouldn't be purchased using ill-gotten means and so on. And one of the questions that Rinpoche answered for us is whether we can leave offerings there on the altar beyond 24 hours. So for things like water offerings and all that, no, we should change them all the time. But when we have, with respect, when we have more high-value offerings, for example, like let's say, you know, jars of pickles and things like that, which cost slightly more, how is it possible for someone of little means to keep changing offerings every 2 to 3 days? So in genuine cases where people are very, very sincere, what they can do is when they're making offerings onto their altar, you visualize that you're offering a small part of that offering. So for example, let's say you've got a jar, let's say you've got a jar of pickles like this big, all right? Instead of offering up the entire jar of pickles when you place it on the altar or when you're doing a sadhana and so on, you offer like a small portion of it, like a very small part of the jar of pickles. So let's say, for example, the jar of pickles is 100 grams. So you offer 1 gram. And whilst you're making the offering, or whilst you're visualizing the offering, visualize that 1 gram then becomes multiplied exponentially. It becomes an ocean of offerings. So it becomes an ocean of pickles, an ocean of herbs, an ocean of nutritional supplements, and so on. And then you offer up that 1 gram multiplied exponentially, and offer that up to the 3 jewels, and offer that up to the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas and so on. All right. And so then the next day, when you make the offering again, you offer up the next 1 gram. And then you do the same visualization. You visualize that it has multiplied exponentially, and then you offer it up to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and the 3 jewels. And then the next day you offer up the next 1 gram and next 1 gram, so on, until you offer up 100 grams. Okay? Until you've finished making the offering of that jar or that item or whatever. For people who have the means to do so, this is not a get out of jail free card where you can buy, and it's not an excuse to be a cheapskate, basically. All right, please don't, if you're like earning $1 million a year or something, please don't go buy 1 jar of pickles, put that jar of pickles on your altar, and then offer 1 gram a day. If you can afford to offer 1 jar of pickles every day, you should offer 1 jar of pickles every day. And if you're wondering why you should do that, I would make a request to you to watch my video series on the benefits of making offerings, so that you have a deeper understanding of why you should try to make as many offerings as possible and as sincerely as possible, what kind of motivation you should have, what are the quality of offerings that you should make, and so on. All right, I have an ongoing video series on that on my Facebook page, Lobsang Pema. All right, so this isn't way for you to be a cheapskate and then, you know, try and reduce the amount of offerings that you can make and offer 1 gram a day for the next 100 years and so on. It's to say that if you are genuine and you are sincere and this is really all that you can afford, you can't afford to make more bountiful offerings, this is a method that you can use. Okay, because Rinpoche knew that we of little means are not able to offer at the rate that we would aspire to. So Rinpoche gave us this method of doing so. So that is why sometimes you will see people put offerings on their altar and it's there for what appears to be quite some time. It's because they haven't finished making the offering yet. There are many stories within the Buddhist parables, or within the Buddhist pantheons and tales of Buddha's life, which illustrate the key to making good offerings, which is sincerity. For example, a very poor lady and her husband who didn't own anything in the world except for the rags that they were wearing, and they sold that in order to make offerings to the Buddha, to make the offering of 1 butter lamb to the Buddha. It's not the amount, it's not the
value, it's not the cost of the offering that's the most important, but the most important factor in making offerings is your sincerity, it's your motivation. If you're offering the best you can and it's with a sincere motivation, even if it's just a handful of sand, the Buddhas will accept it. Alright, so it's not about the value, it's about your sincerity. So if you can sincerely only offer a handful of sand, the Buddhas will accept it. But if you're offering a handful of sand and you can afford bars of gold, you know, something a little kind of off there. Like I mentioned before, and I'll keep mentioning again and again and again until the day I die, we make plentiful, high-value offerings to ourselves. We buy the best clothes for ourselves, we ornament ourselves, we buy jewelry for ourselves, we put makeup on ourselves, put perfume on ourselves, we buy the best handphones for ourselves, and so on. We make a lot of offerings to ourselves. So now that we know a little bit more, now that we know more than we did before, then it's time for us to take steps to shift the direction of where we're making the offerings towards. Start making offerings towards things that will generate a return that will last for us into the future. I hope that sharing was useful for you guys on how you can make one offering last for a long time. Basically, offer up a portion and then visualize that portion is multiplied exponentially into oceans and oceans of offerings, and then offer that up to the Buddhas. The most important thing is motivation, sincerity, and visualization. Alright, so I hope that was helpful for you guys, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Please leave a comment below this video. As usual, please like, share, subscribe to the page, like the videos, share the videos if you found what we are talking about is helpful. And if you have any suggestions for what you would like to see, content that you would like to see, please let me know, and I will try and get on that for you as soon as possible. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, not just my videos, but for all of the other videos that have come out on the Kechara Forest Retreat Facebook fan page, the Kechara Facebook page, the Kechara in Chinese Facebook page, and the Tsem Rinpoche Paranormal Zone. Alright, thank you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!